Hi, Mama Russell here. Today I'm going to show you a super easy gift idea that includes food. So let's get started. So the first thing you're going to do is get a cookie sheet, put in a piece of parchment paper so that the chocolate doesn't stick to the pan, and then you're set that aside. So we're going to make holiday pretzel rods, and we're going to do them in holiday colors. So first thing you need is a bunch of pretzel rods. Okay, the thick ones work the best, but you can also find the bigger crisscross ones in the shape of a pretzel, and you could dip half of them. So it's up to you. And so we start out with the flavor of our choice for chocolate chips. I always go with white because then I can add white or red and green. But you can melt semi-sweet chocolate chips as well. For every 1 bag of chocolate chips, you add 1 tablespoon of oil. So I'm gonna do that. So for, again, 1 bag. Stir that around. And now we're gonna heat this in the microwave until it melts. So we're gonna start with 1 minute. At the end of the minute, I'm gonna stir it. If it's still not melted, I'm gonna go in 20-second increments. So here we go. So here's the first minute. Now I'm gonna cook it again for 20 seconds. So this is after 20 seconds and it's starting to melt. You just wanna make sure you don't overcook it because it'll start to clump. So I'll do 20 more seconds. We are ready. I am gonna add a little tiny bit, a splash, teeny tiny bit of almond extract. If you've watched my videos before, you know that that's one of my favorites. And now you're gonna have to work quickly. So I'm gonna go get have this. You have a couple different things you can do. Okay, so we're gonna take I'm gonna kind of slide it down so that we can get it. We're just gonna roll this. And then I can do a couple different things. Let this drop off. I can lay it flat so I can put sprinkles on. I have these Butterfingers I can just roll Butterfinger on it. And if that doesn't work, what we do is lay it down and we just sprinkle it on. And then the big chunks, you just take the big chunks off. Or, second one, I'm gonna roll it. Super thin. And then I have mini chocolate chips that you can roll it in. Okay, we're gonna let that sit like that. And then we're gonna have some that we're just going to get the white chocolate on. Let's roll, cover more of it. Kind of shake it off. Okay, and I'm just gonna lay it flat, and then I'll come back and put red and green little swirls on it. So I will be back in a few minutes. Stop. So same process as before, it's just now I have a littler container so that I can swirl it on. Oops. There we go. Much better. I'm gonna add a couple green dots. Oh yeah. Yeah. All right, here we go. And I'm gonna take a spoon and I'm just going to drizzle that on. Could you imagine what a kitchen, like how much stuff they look like this? Okay. All right, and then I'm gonna take a little bit of red sprinkles. I'm just gonna sprinkle that on. If I was to do this again, I'd probably do the sprinkles before. So I'm gonna let those sit. Okay, so we have our pretzel rods, and then you package them up in little plastic, little goodie bags, put a little twist tie on them, and you're ready to go. Great gifts for teachers or nurses or whatever it is that you're needing to give a gift to. It kind of does make a mess, but no big deal. All right, so we had our pretzel rods, and they turned out amazing, and you're just going to give them as gifts or keep them for yourself. So I appreciate you joining me today. Hope you have a wonderful holiday season. Even Murphy says Merry Christmas. Murph, look, say hi to the camera. Yeah. So happy holidays. Thanks for joining me, and have a great day.